First Corinthians, coming from the 13th chapter, starting at verse number 1. And we'll read all the way down to the verse number 7. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Yeah. That's my wife looking at me. I want to make sure that everybody is hearing me today. If you don't have it, say hold on.
Hold on.
But if you have it, let us proceed. If everybody's there, we're starting at the first chapter, 13th chapter, starting the first verse, you will find these words. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or clanging cymbals. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own. It is not provoked, think no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Bear all things, believe all things, hope all things, endures all things. Amen. You may be seated. And I want you to keep your Bibles open too. A lot of times when a preacher brings a subject, we close our Bibles. Let's keep it open today. Amen. Today I want to speak about God's recipe for love. God's recipe for love. I want you to turn to your neighbors and neighbor. Do you know God's recipe for love? It's in the Bible. And three things I'd like to talk about I've extracted from this text. The importance of love, the nature of love, and the maturity of love. The importance of love, the nature of love, and the maturity of love. Just the other day I went to Food for Less. And as I was picking up some sugar for my wife, I happened to go down the aisle where all the cooking supplies were. And as I walked through, I happened to pass some particular items, well-known items as Betty Crocker, Duncan Hines, and Pillsbury. And as I looked at the picture, I noticed that they had a picture of the cake that would be made if you was to follow the instructions. If you would follow the recipe. But now if you waver from the recipe, you might have started off with a Duncan Hines, but you might end up with a Duncan Rock. It's only when you follow the recipe. Amen. Growing up as a little boy, I noticed my mom used to always go to the store at ABC Market. You remember the ABC Market? Oh yeah. I do. Yes, let's go there. But before she went to the store, she went into her cupboards to look at all the things. She took inventory of all the things that she needed. She did not go to the market and assume that she had it at home, but she made sure if she needed it, she would buy it. And so she would take a list and write it down. And because she wanted to make a cake something special, so her favorite was Betty Crocker. Amen. And so she would look at what she needed. So as she picked up the box and looked at the instructions on the box and what was in the ingredients was needed to be in the box and the seasoning that needed to be in the box, she went down and made sure that she got everything that was on the list that was on Betty Crocker. She didn't wait till she got home and said, oh, I forgot to get some eggs. I forgot to get some milk. Like I oftentimes, I love my wife, but sometimes, oh, I forgot to, Irving, would you go get me some milk and some eggs? But But my mother made sure, even though my wife was a lovely wife, I love her from the head to the top, from the top to the bottom, but yet sometimes she's not pretty. And even though my mother was not perfect, she was, I still love my mother.
Fix it. Fix it. Come on now.
All I can say is praise the Lord.
Oh boy.
But she would make sure that everything that the box required, that she got. God gives us everything about love. Right in the Bible.
Amen.
For the Bible says in 1 John 4:8 that God is love. So oftentimes we hear of entertainers and songwriters and poetry writers writing about love. But how can you write about love when you don't know who love is? How can you interpret the Word of God if you don't know what love is? You have to first accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Just the other day I heard a sing about the name of Ed Sheeran. He said that I fell in love with your body. In the world that we live in today, people are physically falling in love. This kind of love is an eros, a Greek word, love. It is a sexual, it is a physical love. And that's the kind of world that we live in today. I love you today, but I might hate you tomorrow. And it's a physical love. You don't look like you looked 10 or 20 years ago. Well, baby, you don't look the way you look 10 or 20 years ago. Huh? Yeah, you might say, I look like I was a hunk, now I'm just a stump. But you was a brick house, now you're a warehouse. But it's just more to love. It's just more to love. Just more to love. And so Jesus gives us, and Apostle Paul is speaking to the Corinthian church.
Yes.
Because if you look at the passage of the 13th, you see that there was a lot of, in the 12th, you see that it was going through a lot of confusion because they believed that speaking in tongues was greater than all the other gifts that God has given them. And a lot of churches believe that unless you speak in tongues, you're not saved.
That's right.
And even though Paul was able to speak in tongues, but he said it's better to speak to 5 people than 10,000 speaking in tongues.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
And so as we look at this, we're going to talk about the importance of love. And he looks here, he says in chapter 13, he says, even though I speak the tongues of men and of angels but have not love, it means absolutely nothing. Look at this, he said, if I. Now, when you put if I, that means you're not thinking about no one else but yourself. Me, myself, and I. It's a selfish kind of love. He said, well, and you cannot earn salvation. Did you know that you can't earn it? It's something that is given, something that you accept, that God gives to you from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's a sacrifice. This eros kind of love, this sexual love, this physical love. And it reminds me of the young ruler, the one that came and said, what must I do to be saved? I know I have some Bibles to read here. He thought that he had earned salvation. He thought because of his life, he had earned salvation.
Right.
I stopped by today on my way to heaven. You cannot earn salvation.
Amen.
You can't earn it. But you must love the one who has given you salvation. And is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And so as we look at this text, and I like the way D.L. Moody said these words. He said that God hates the great things in which love is not the motive power, but he delights in the little things that are prompted by a feeling of love. A feeling of love. Oh, yes. And then you have this phileo love. This phileo love comes from the Greek word. It is a brotherly friendship type of love. But this love, all this from eros and phileo. It's common. See, brother, you can be my friend, but you better not cross me, because you cross me, our friendship is over. It's not a forgiving kind of love. If you do me wrong, I'm done with you. And we wish we can get rid of some people in the church because they've done us wrong. But God says to love your enemies and pray for those that spitefully use you.
That's His word.
That's what the word says here.
Amen.
And so, and Jesus said, the importance of love, he says in John 13:34, he said, I give you a new commandment.
You command.
I give to you that you love one another as I have loved you. And then verse 35 says, by this all will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another. They will know that you are my disciples. Sometimes we just got to love the hell out of people.
Come on, I like that.
Sometimes we just have to low down out of people. And I know sometimes you come to church and say, why does she come to this church? Why does he come to this church? Well, you got to love everybody. Did you have any power over those who will be a part of your family?
No.
Huh? Did you tell God, I don't want this to be my brother, this might be my sister? I want this, not him to be my father. I need this man over here to be my father.
No choice.
But it's a learning, it's a sacrificial, it's loving you because of who you are. Huh? Loving one another in spite of.
Yes, sir.
But also, the Bible tells us that the fact that we talked about the nature of love, but also we need to talk about the maturity of love too. But also we talked about the importance of love. We're going to talk about the nature of love. The nature of love. Love's super, it says right here, if you look at the text, and it says love suffers long.
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
And it's time.
It's not a microwave situation here. It's the real deal. It suffers long. It means that I'm putting up with you when I don't want to put up with you. I'm tolerating you when I just want to step on you. I just want to get rid of you.
Well.
Because I love you. I'm loving you because Christ has loved me.
Amen.
And all of it has been adopted into the family of Christ.
Yes, sir.
No one was born a Christian. You accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And if God has delivered you from anything, you should have compassion for everybody.
Everybody. Amen. Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
This long suffering. It does not envy. It does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. It means that your head is not swollen up. It's not about me, you know. It's not about you. It's about God.
That's right.
Huh? And so we must realize that we are here to do the work of the Lord. Seeking the lost that they might be saved. And sometimes you might be the only Christ that the people will see.
That's right.
You know, some people, when I want to go out, when I first accepted the ministry, the calling, they said, well, don't you know you can't save the world? No, I can't save the world. I just start with one person at a time.
Amen. Amen.
That's right.
One person at a time. That's all we can do. And so it says that it suffers long, it's not provoking. And we don't find joy in someone's iniquity. We don't find joy in evil.
Right.
Huh? We're always encouraging, always promoting, always pushing,
Edifying.
always edifying, always loving
Yes, sir. Amen.
each other. And so that's Paul wants to convey this to the people because they felt that because they was able to speak in tongues. But we're all connected to the body of Christ. You know, some can sing and some want to sing. You know, it's good to. Sometimes you can come to that church and one of the ushers just have a smile on their face. That's a gift.
That's right. That's good.
I need to see a smile on their face when I walk in here.
Yes, sir.
Not just like you've been eating lemons all week long. I need to know when I come to New Beginning that I will be accepted and loved. If the love is shown, don't you know you have to open up some, tear down some walls and let some more people in? I want to get into New Beginning because every time I get in there, I feel love. I feel it when I walk in. Oh, the world treats me like a red and mute, but when I come in to this place, New Beginning, I feel like, brother, I can they grab me, they hug me, they give me a hug, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Brother, what you doing here? What you doing here? And so so we know that, yes, but also your love will be tested.
Yes, it will.
And I've learned that a love that has not been tested cannot be trusted.
Like that.
All right.
It is like a marriage. When you have a marriage, to death do you part, for better or worse, for richer or poor, for sickness and in health.
Right.
To death. Well, somebody says, well, I didn't sign up for sickness. I didn't sign up for poorness. I didn't sign up for I didn't sign up for that.
Covenant. Okay.
But it's a process that you go through.
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, I was attracted by my wife. I didn't know I wouldn't know she was intellectual or anything. I like what I saw from the outside.
Well,
But when I got a chance to know her, I started loving her on the inside.
Amen.
And that's the beautiful thing that you can see. You know, I was at, when I used to work for Albertsons, and I was working in the meat department. There was a lady that comes in, just coming with her husband. And he was in a bad fire. His face was so disfigured that it was even hard to even look at him across the fish case. And she held his hand while she walked to the window, so gently.
my. Yes, yes.
And I was at the fish case just watching her. I said, oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
That her love that she has for this man is on the inside and not what's on the outside. We must, yes, the importance of love, the nature of love. But also we have to look at the maturity of love. Okay? Children come from teleso. Teleso. It means a mature love. It means a love that has grown.
Okay.
A love that has grown. And God wants the best for you and I.
Yes.
Don't he? He wants the very best.
He gave the best.
Look at the kind of Father we have. He just wants the best for all of us.
What manner of love?
What manner of love that he has for you and I.
Amen.
It is a mature love. It says that, you know, when I was a child, I thought as a child, coming from 1Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. It's about growth. It's about maturity.
That's right.
I've learned just because you have grown old does that mean that you are mature.
Right. Amen. Come on now.
And wisdom does not come because you're old. It is a gift. It is a gift from God.
It is.
And so yes, it's a maturity. I have matured in the Word of God. And the only way you're going to do that is by being in the Word. The Bible says study to show thyself approved. That a worker need not be ashamed, right? Dividing the Word of truth. Pretty soon we're not going to be able to walk around with Bibles in our hands. Huh?
Come on.
When I got a chance to go over to the Middle East, I went to go see the Wailing Wall, to the Holy Land. We had to leave our Bibles on the bus. We had to leave our Bibles on the bus. Well, you can take my Bible from me. You can't take the Word of God within me. You can't take this. Because it's joy that I have, the world didn't give it. And the world can't take it away. Oh, yes. So we look at the maturity. But also, I just want to tell you about this story that I thought I want to reveal to you. It's about a young girl who just got done, had a baby. Her husband had a baby, and she came home to spend some time with her parents. And the young girl said, you know, Mother, her hair is black and ours is light. I don't understand it because her father's hair is black and mine, you know, her father's hair is light and my hair is light, but this child's hair is black. He said, and so the mother said, well, your grandfather's hair was black. And she started to laugh. She said, what you mean, my grandfather? You guys adopted me. And she said, you know what? I forgot. In a sad way, but she smiled, and the little girl was so happy to say that, Mother, you love me like that? Yes. I love you like that.
Yeah.
That I forgot that I had adopted you. And that's what God did for us.
That's good thing.
He has forgiven us for the east and to the west and through all our troubles into the sea of forgetfulness and says, no snooping. Once God has forgiven you, he has forgiven you.
Right.
But you must forgive yourself.
Thank you, Lord. Amen. Amen.
Well, that's all I have to say today. That's our message for today.
Amen.
But the greatest is love is John 3:16.
Yes, sir.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish but have what?
Everlasting.
Come on, say it again.
Everlasting life.
Hallelujah. And whoever the Son sets free is free indeed. You must believe that.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, I don't know about you, but every time God wakes me up, I know he loves me. Every time he puts food on my table, I know he loves me. Every time he gives me health and strength, I know he loves me. Every time he wakes me up this morning, I know he loves me. I don't know about you, but I know he loves me. Someone said, yes, Jesus loves me, for the Bible tells me so. He loves all of us. And that's what I got to say this one thing. Well, not Jesus only loved us, but he died for you and I. That we might have the right to the tree of life. Huh? But that's not how the story ends. Because 3 days later, he rose again. With all power, heaven and earth in his hand. Aren't you glad that he rose? Oh, don't fool me now. Aren't you glad that he rose? Well, give God some praise, because he's worthy to be praised. Oh,
Thank you, Jesus.
and that's why I got to sing this song. Falling in love
Yeah, best thing.
with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I've ever done. Listen to this. In my master's arms, I feel so protected. In his loving arms, no, never disconnected, no. In my Savior's arms, I feel so loved and appreciated. There is no place I'd rather be. Do you feel that way? Listen. Falling in love with Jesus. I wish I had someone to understand what I'm saying. Falling in love with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I've ever done. Listen to this. In my master's arms, I feel so protected. In his loving arms, listen to this. Never kicked to the curb or even disconnected. In my Savior's arms, I feel so loved and appreciated. There is no place I'd rather be. Falling in love with Jesus. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, yes I have. Falling in love. But Jesus took all my wrongs and turned them into right. Falling in love